What is going on, guys? How's it going? Can you guys see me? Everything okay? I'll wait for the chat to catch up for a second before we add our guests in here. There we go. All right, I see some comments coming in. All right, Merry Christmas, everyone. And I'm going to drag our special guests in here today. You saw them in the thumbnail. We've got Ross Persichetti with us today. And we've got Santa Chris Chaotic.
I'm going to wear a Santa hat, but they're too small.
They're too small. Yes, we've got most of the Creative Beast here team here today, minus the man, the myth, the legend, David Silva. He's busy with Christmas stuff. But I got everyone here that I could. And we're going to be hanging out for Christmas today, guys. It's going to be a fun time. But how are you guys doing today? You all ready for the holidays?
Oh man, I'm so excited. I got to buy the presents I wanted this year for myself, so I'm more excited than usual.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Chris's intellect is too large for any hat.
It's exploding. I should have got my little. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab one of these hats.
I know, and get the chain. You keep forgetting the chain, Chris.
Oh, dude, I gotta put the chain on.
My goodness. And hello, Raphael. Welcome back. Thanks again for being a member of the channel, as always. Boom. There we go.
Yeah, and then I got my little hat. It's Santa.
That's the wrong holiday.
Perfect. That's the wrong holiday, yeah.
Looks good. Hopefully it'll stay on there most of the time. And I got my look at this cool cup I got for Christmas.
Oh, that's dope. What the heck?
Oh, yeah, it's a dragon cup. It flies. It's pretty cool. If you throw it, it flies.
You want to throw it for us? And
yeah, it's all my coffee.
Yeah, here, I'll make you full screen. Throw your coffee.
Yeah. And it's over.
It's over. But yeah, guys, we're going to be hanging out. And I figured if you guys have any questions for the Creative Beast team, we can spark some cool conversations on things that are coming out. I mean, last stream, I'm really excited because we got some really cool announcements for the pre-orders coming up soon for Creative Beast with the Kentrosaurus, which I am dubbing as a literal historical figure in the dinosaur collecting world. Being able to switch between reconstructions is great. And a very festive Cryolophosaurus, too, a dinosaur from Antarctica, which I'm really hyped about.
Sorry, it's changing my lights while you're talking. Hopefully it wasn't too distracting.
Kicking us off on some cool dino discussion. You guys hear about the news about this Saurophagonax, how it's now considered Allosaurus annex?
Well, yeah. I heard about it today, and it was so funny because this dude, he's super strange, was trying to tell me about it, and I was pretty excited.
Yeah.
His name's Ross.
Well, it's funny. We were just talking about that a couple streams ago, actually, about this. Someone was like, when are you guys going to make a Saurophagonax? And I was like, it's kind of up in the air. No one's published like an official study at where it's really sitting as of today. And there we go. Like a month later or so, it's gone.
Yeah.
But we can make an Allosaurus annex now that's just bigger.
Yeah, the only issue is that there's super partial remains of the head. So anything we do is just kind of our own design, really.
It's true, yeah. Which we already did some of that with like I think the Dryptosaurus is one that doesn't have a full head for how basal it is.
Wait, the Dryptosaurus doesn't have a full head?
I don't think so. I think it's really fragmentary. Like that one, I think is mostly just like David's vision of it based on its close relatives. So, yeah.
So I can add spikes to it, Ross?
Yeah.
Spikes are like, no.
It can have keratin crests.
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, like the Ultimasaurus from Jurassic Park. You know who that is?
No. Oh gosh, that's like it's a T-Rex with a Triceratops head.
Oh,
yeah.
Ankylosaurus back, dude. It is awesome.
No.
It's so cool.
It's cool for video games.
I don't think it was ever in a video game, was it?
I think it's only from a video game, isn't it?
No, it was from a canceled Jurassic Park. I think it wasn't Chaos Theory. Chaos Effect was the name of it.
Chaos
Effect. The animated show that was canceled.
It was so funny because I really wanted to get that for a toy one year. And I remember asking my parents for it. And on the wish, it was Santa that asked for it. I said, I want a T-Rex dinosaur creature alien thing with a scorpion tail because I really couldn't tell from the little article. It was the coolest thing ever. It was like this article in a toy magazine for Christmas. And they got me this stuffed weird red dinosaur with these crazy like candy cane horns, and like it was horrible. It had a cake for a head.
What?
Yeah, but I mean they got me something weird that I wanted, so it worked out.
I want to see a picture of this plushie now if you still have it.
Dude, I think I still have the stuffed animal at my parents' house, to be honest with you. When we go over there for the holiday, I'll go grab it.
That's crazy.
Here's this. This thing is cool. Okay, I'm sending this to. You want me to share this?
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
Cool.
What are you sharing?
Share whatever you want. I trust you. Just
Well,
don't be Googling random phrases like last time.
Listen, it's not random. It's completely. I'm trying to find the best picture. You know what? This is a cool picture, so we'll do this one. Copy image. Here we go. Let me zoom in so it doesn't ruin
Yeah, so I think the actual toy for the Ultimasaurus was canceled too, if I remember correctly. Did we just get the hatchling? Chat would know better about this than I do.
I can't share.
You can't share? What?
It won't let me present. Oh, this is your show. That's why.
Oh, well, send the picture to me. I'll take care of it.
It's like, what is going on over here?
Oh,
this thing is sick.
It's actually a cool design for one right there.
Dude, I love it, man. I think it is so good. This is a guy on Instagram that I follow, and he makes these things. He can make a model in like 5 hours, and so he does these really quick, but they look good. They're fun.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Got that, and then present.
Mm-hmm.
Still learning how to use this software a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Whoop. There it is.
Yeah. How cool is that? Yeah, man.
I think that's the most I've liked the design.
Dude,
but it's still a little out there for me.
Dude, it's completely out there, but for some reason it just hits that spot in my brain where it's like, this is cool. I like it. It's not, to me, it's not a dinosaur. It's just an alien creature, but I like it.
It reminds me a bit of like if Diablos didn't have wings from Monster Hunter.
Dude, it does remind me of Diablos. What? Okay, here.
It has a like a Monster Hunter Primal Rage kind of, you know, video game monster quality to it. It's pretty cool, but as a dinosaur,
no,
I can't accept it. Can't.
Yeah.
Whoops, Chris just forced me to download a file. If the stream goes dead, guys, he gave me a virus.
Computer. Look at that. Look how cool that thing is.
This is the toy never came out, but I'm pretty sure this is like one that someone made based off the prototype.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I think it's so fun. I actually got a model of one of those from a guy on Etsy, and I never painted it, but it was like a full resin kit and everything.
That's one thing I will give. Like, while the Chaos Effect line wasn't my total cup of tea, they had a really cool art style for the toys.
Yeah, for sure.
Something different.
It reminds me of your little episodes you do when you're like, this horrible dinosaur toy.
Oh, yeah. I still need to do some of those. And I see some comments in some comments in the chat about people like me post a new review and stuff. And I just to let everyone know, I have like a backlog of like 4 videos I pre-recorded. I sent 2 of them to my friend Eric to edit.
Nice.
So he's going to be working on those for me. But holiday season has just been crazy, and I've been, as we'll get into a little bit later on, but I've been working with these guys on a project for Creative Beast and doing video editing for them too. So it's been crazy, but it's been a lot of fun.
So crazy, and it's so much work. Yeah, man. What was I gonna say about one of these chaos things? Dinosaurs. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Do you guys both watch the animated series on Netflix? The Camp Cretaceous and then the Chaos Effect?
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't seen the latest season. I was kind of disappointed with the end of the last season and how they changed, you know.
Which the Camp Cretaceous into the season for that, or the last season?
The
Chaos Theory one.
Chaos Theory.
Yeah.
I didn't like what they did at the final moments of that one. And I started watching the second season, and then I was just like, I don't feel motivated to finish this. But is it any good, the latest season?
The latest season is, I'd say, comparable to the first one. It's just as good. I think what they do is, for the people who haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil exactly like what the cliffhanger ending was, but I was also a little disappointed given what they did, but I think they handle it really well, and they make it really worth the time for the character development with what happens. And there are some really cool dinosaur concepts towards the end of this season that I like. There's some cool dinosaur interactions.
Really?
Yeah, I saw something involving a hippo.
Yeah,
but I don't know what it all involves. But
I love
don't know. I enjoyed the first season. I really thought like it felt like a mature evolution of Camp Cretaceous, and it was really interesting. But that ending, it was like almost ruined it for me.
Yeah, I think it's still worth a watch if you're curious about it at all.
Yeah.
No, I'm curious.
Yeah, I was also I did a pretty much like complete 180 on that whole storyline with Chaos Theory, because I watched Camp Cretaceous almost to make fun of it because it was so like out there a lot of the times for me.
Yeah, I think it was like season 3 when they introduced like the portal stuff with like the Ice Age crap. That was just like what?
Well, season 4 where they're like in the facility and there's like all the crazy tech and robots.
Yeah, that was just too far. I really did. They like jumped ship at that point. But the first 2 seasons I remember really, really enjoying.
Yeah. Did they had portals, or was it just doors to different areas that had different climates?
Well, it was just it wasn't portals, but it was like super high tech doors to like super high tech simulated environments. It was just way too like what is this show now?
Awesome. Listen, I got to see the Spinosaurus, and I was really happy for that.
Yeah.
See, I was disappointed by the Spinosaurus because I know like all the nuances of the design, and the sculptors didn't nail the design or the colors for. They confirmed that individual was the same one from Jurassic Park 3 that was in the facility.
Okay.
And also the sound design, it did not. I think I told you a little bit about this, Chris, but it did not have the sounds of the Spinosaurus. But for one thing that I find interesting about that when I was researching it is the sound design studio that did the sound design for the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park 3 actually burnt down in like the late 2000s, and they lost all of the files for the Spinosaurus's sound design. So all of like the roars from the Spinosaurus in video games, for example, are just ripped straight out of the movie and like remixed, and that's why they sound a little off sometimes. But Camp Cretaceous just decided to go the route of mixing it with more generic sound effects, which I didn't really like, but
yeah. See, when I was how old was what year did Jurassic Park 3 come out?
2001.
Oh,
it was 01.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was 11 when that came out.
11.
And I lost my mind. They had these cool Legos. It's not like the Legos we have now. They were like dinosaurs, and they were so unique. And one of them came with a spine that you put on the T-Rex. So it came from a T-Rex.
I had those.
Dude. Yeah. Obsessed with those. They were the coolest dinosaur Legos. It's way better than what they have now with the little toys, just the legs move and that's it.
Yeah.
And I went crazy for it. And the set I got was like a camera movie set. So like you had the tree, you had the plane that went into it, and then you had this guy.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing. I played with this thing so much. It was ridiculous. I ended up being like.
And wasn't the T-Rex figure and the Spinosaurus figure the exact same figure? You just added the spine to it. The face was still a T-Rex face.
Yep, it was awesome. Let's see if I can find this Legos.
I just found them here.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, here I'll stream. What's that?
Oh yeah, this is.
I had all of these except for the Ceratopsian one because every time my parents tried to find it for me, it was sold out at KB Toys all the time.
Yeah, man, that's it.
We grabbed
the
other
one. They were so good.
And the T-Rex had like a sail that came with it. You put the sail on, and it was a Spinosaurus. I forget what it. Oh no! And then it came with short legs, and you could turn it into a Dimetrodon.
Yeah, so these ones came in like these pod things, kind of like monocles, and I had every single one of them. Man, they were so cool. I'd take them in the bathtub and just play with them and go crazy. Yeah, see, yeah.
That's cool.
Man, they were so fun. You know what? I'm gonna have to get these for Christmas.
You got one day,
dude. This is all I need, Roz. Oh my gosh, man. How much are these going for right now?
Good question. I would check
track them down when I was younger, and I remember them being expensive then. So they might probably be expensive now.
Let's see. What year did they come out? I like how we're all just Googling this stuff.
Yeah, here's a whoopsie. I shrunk the picture so much I can't see it anymore.
Oh, that's not bad. They're going for $50.
Well, that's not bad. Like with the canister?
Yeah.
At all.
So I can't share it with you because then you guys will try to get it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is my friend Gibson in chat, Bionicosaurus.
What's up, Gibson?
He They came in canisters. Like this was the same time that like Bionicle was starting to get popular in Lego.
Yeah.
Different packaging.
And you could transform them into other dinosaurs because they came with extra parts in them. So they were so fun.
I loved them. I might try to at least track down the Ceratopsian one because I still have the parts for the other ones in the basement.
I just found one for 58. And you can get them on eBay for 70.
Dang. Oh yeah, and you just sent me the hold on, the image of the Jurassic Park studio set. There you go.
Yeah, that thing is sweet.
That's the one I was trying to track down when I was younger. I wanted that one so badly.
It was the best Lego set. I played with that Lego set more than any Lego set I've ever. Well, probably more, not as much as Bionicles because those were like action figures. But this was wild because, like, I didn't ever use the action guy in the camera. I actually turned that into like an arm with the airplane, so the airplane looked like it was flying. But I love that thing so much.
You know, it's another one. Because I just went over my friend's house for Christmas over the weekend, and Mega Bloks had. Do you guys remember plasma dinosaurs? Like I just had a crazy flashback to these.
Plasma dinosaurs?
Yeah, I'll see if they ring a bell with. They came in these little eggs, and you built them up.
That's super cool. Those look cool.
They're very mutant-like, but they had different names like Sail Slice and Reptilian and stuff. And
the coolest names ever for dinosaurs. Like you're a little kid, you hear that name, you automatically want it.
Yeah, I don't know why the Parasaurolophus looks like so carnivorous there, but
that's
cool. But they're really cool. It gave me a massive nostalgia trip. I think I had the Styracosaurus. That's the only one I had when I was little. But
you know, a cool dinosaur toy I had is relatively close to me is a place called Dinosaur World, and it's like a theme park with like animatronic dinosaurs and all sorts of stuff. And they haven't updated much. It still feels like it was ripped out of the 90s. And they have a giant T-Rex on the side of the highway that for the longest time had an arrow shot into its neck.
Someone shot it?
Yeah. Oh. And it was there for like 15 years, but they removed it. I think over COVID, they went up there and removed it and they repainted the T-Rex. But regardless, from there, I bought this when I was a kid. I bought this like egg, and inside of it was like the parts to build a dinosaur, but the parts, imagine it if like a dinosaur was ran through like a grid laser and it was chopped up into like cubes and you build it to like, it was really, really cool the way you assemble it because it looks like a legit dinosaur. It's not stylized or anything, but it was in these like cube sections that have these like tabs that you build it out in the form.
That's really cool.
It was a really, really cool like 3D puzzle dinosaur.
I'm reading them all.
I can't see the comments. He has locked us out from comments.
I see the comments.
How do I give you guys? You can read them.
I can see them. Yeah, they're on the side on the right.
Top right on the right. Click the.
I just realized why I couldn't do anything.
Why?
I had an information box that was highlighted. Can I present now? I can present now.
Chris.
Oh, life is difficult, man. I don't know how I survived this. If I wasn't this big, I'd be dead already.
Yeah.
Gosh,
it'd be kind of fun to do one of those things live and just like scroll through and see all of the crazy knockoff toys. I haven't posted one of those in here.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say there's a lot of cool like dinosaur models and stuff on AliExpress. Like every time I'm on there, I'm seeing them like, ooh, do I need that? It's like I don't know if I need that. And then it'll just because I clicked on that one thing, now all I see is like cool prehistoric dinosaur models and stuff.
There's so many good ones, man. You know what's crazy is I was on there looking at Digimon stuff, and they have like third-party Digimon stuff that is insanely cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of the stuff I've been mostly tempted by is somebody who used to build Bionicle mocks. They've got knockoff Bionicle like original sets with new recolored parts that aren't officially Lego. But since Lego like destroyed the molds and we can't get them anymore, I'm tempted to be like, oh, well, just get this for a couple bucks and get like the uniquely colored parts that are compatible still.
Wait, Lego destroyed the Bionicle molds?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like the Bionicle Gen 1 molds are just like gone.
No way.
Yep. As far as I've heard.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I'm trying to figure out like the best lighting over here.
He first asks if we're familiar with the Primeval figure line. I am. I never had any of them.
Primeval?
I don't know what that is.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah. Well, it's a
Toy line?
British dinosaur sci-fi show.
Primeval.
They had some pretty cool toys.
We need to get Dave in here for going through these toys. He would have so much fun.
Yeah.
Primeval.
Here you go. I got it.
Oh, you found it? Because I have no idea. I pulled up Optimus Prime. What is those things?
So these were all from the show. They had a raptor. They have like alien creatures too, like this thing's called a mer creature. It's apparently the future evolution of a human. There's a Hesperornis. They had dodos. Love dodos. But these were the only toys they made. I remember wanting the raptor in the back as a kid. Let me get a better picture.
Man, look at all those lame humans.
I know, right?
They're not even like cool looking. They're just like in regular clothes. Oh, that is a fun raptor design.
Yeah, I like that. I like the sassy hands on raptors. I don't know what it is, but that's so fun to me.
The one thing I like. That's what that is.
The one thing I liked about this raptor design from the show is whenever it was alert, like the little spiky feathers on its back would actually rattle and make like a rattlesnake noise. And I thought that was a really cool, like sci-fi thing to do. Yeah, don't call Connor lame. That's my job. And I've actually talked with Gibson recently. We're thinking about rewatching the show. It's like 5 seasons, but it's there's some corny stuff in it. There's
what is the
pretty
show?
cool stuff in it. Primeval is the name of it.
Is it on a streaming platform or?
It's on Amazon. I'm pretty sure.
Primeval.
The whole season. Yeah, where's the
Primevals? Primeval? Wait, these are like it's a live action.
Yeah, it's a live action show.
What? I've never heard of this.
You've never heard of it? Yeah.
No.
It's pretty fun. I watched it when I was little. This is the design of the Dracorex from the show, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with Dracorex, but it's.
I like it.
It's not a Dracorex.
Russ is like, of course you do, Chris. Shut up, Russ.
Yeah.
We've been working on. Oh, what?
Trying to find a picture of.
I like how it has a water machine in the background.
Yeah, because I think that's when it just got loose in like one of the facilities.
What's the premise behind the show?
So all of these portals they don't know why these portals are opening to like different spaces, different places in time. And they have this elite force that like goes to put the animals or whatever comes through back through the portals and close them to prevent anything happening in the timeline. And they play with some interesting concepts too of like, I think one episode, somebody kills an animal that's going to evolve into a human at some point. And that character disappears from the show and like everybody except the person who kills her, like kills the animal, like knows of this person's existence, and he like starts going through like a breakdown because of it. They play with a bunch of concepts like that, and they're learning about how they can't actually like hurt the creatures, and they have to like put them back where they came from to not mess up with the timeline because it causes like the butterfly effect.
Cool. I think I remember seeing ads for the show, maybe.
Yeah. Here's one of the most iconic scenes. This was like a future alien predator versus a Gorgonopsid. It's the same people who made Walking with Dinosaurs. They did all the animation for this show.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't like his butt face. Looks like he has a bum on his face.
Yeah, I think those guys were like future evolutions of bats or something.
Bats?
Yeah.
You know my favorite animal is a flying fox.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is?
Yo, dude,
that's a good choice.
I want to go to Australia and get a flying fox pet.
Like you're talking about the bat?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a flying lemur.
No, not a flying fox is the giant bat. That's a different. You're talking about a different animal.
I was talking about our last stream. Remember, we couldn't figure out what that flying thing was. I thought
it was that's not a flying fox.
Yeah,
the flying sloth. No, flying fox is a fruit bat from Australia and India.
Yeah. I was gonna say you're confusing me. I was gonna ask though, back when we were on the Jurassic Park topic. Do you guys have a favorite from the series? Like, which movie is your favorite?
Oh, 3.
The first one.
Okay.
Part 3.
I recognize the first one. Actually, I have a small list of movies that I consider perfect, and Jurassic Park 1 is on there. But my favorite is Jurassic Park 3, like all the way.
Interesting.
I absolutely love that movie.
One thing
it's brisk, action-packed, got everything you want and need. Got heart, it's got action, it's got drama, it's got cool designs. Like the sound, like the Spinosaurus is just legendary. Like I feel like that was
peak,
one of the last true iconic movie creatures, because it still was real. They made puppets. It had authentic sounds and physical presence. Past that, everything got CGI in movies.
That's exactly what it was, man. Because I remember looking at the puppets and watching how they made it. That was one of my favorite things to do, was watch how they made Jurassic Park 3. And seeing the Spinosaurus puppet fight with the T-Rex puppet, because it was just like the torso and head. Holy crap. It blew my mind that they actually did that.
Yeah. And it's my favorite Rexy coloration from the franchise.
Oh, the green. I always say, like, say everyone can say what they want about Jurassic Park 3, but I'm like, you have to agree, like, the design philosophy for the dinosaurs peaked at Jurassic Park 3. Like, as far as color schemes go and everything, all the designs were just bangers from that movie.
I have the Nanmu Jurassic Park 3 Raptor.
I have the pairing of them over there too.
Oh, you have both?
Yeah, I got the male first, and I was like, this one's actually pretty good, so I got the female during Black Friday.
Are you gonna get one of the new ones?
I want to get the Jurassic Park 1 and 2 ones, because I think just having a lineage of the raptor designs from the first movies, I really don't care about the world designs that much. So
I definitely want to get the first movie one. I don't really care for Tiger Stripe all that much, and then I would like a blue just so I can have like one of each of the distinct raptors from each movie.
That would be cool. Honestly, if I picked one from World, I'd probably do Echo. That is if they get her colors right, because they actually in Camp Cretaceous they retconned her colors to just be like brown with darker brown stripes, but in the movie she's like orange with almost like shiny teal stripes running down her back. I don't know how they messed it up, but they did.
I didn't even notice that. That's crazy.
She's mainly in the dark in a lot of the scenes, but if you look up like the actual ILM models, she's got a really cool color scheme.
Huh. Oh, that's weird. Now hold on, I want to look these up, because it's funny. Like World, my favorite thing from World was the Mosasaurus, and of course Indominus Rex. I just thought that Indominus Rex was such a cool, because that's when they actually tell you, because the whole series of Jurassic Park is they're manufactured dinosaurs. They're not actual dinosaurs. They have different things in their DNA, and that's the first time it stated that we are playing with their DNA. It is not a dinosaur. It's what we created to be, And I think that's such a cool premise, because you get to see it have camouflage, all these cool abilities, super aggressive, highly intelligent, and seeing that in the movie, it really took it to the next step, because Jurassic Park, the first 1, 2, and 3, it's kind of like these are dinosaurs. And it was so weird, because for the longest time, those were dinosaurs to me. You couldn't tell me that they had feathers, they had the other stuff, those were the dinosaurs. So it was so weird seeing the real science and seeing real dinosaurs compared to those. It kind of skews your reality of what a dinosaur is. But I love Jurassic Park World because it's basically them showing you and saying, hey, these are not scientifically accurate. These are manufactured dinosaurs for entertainment. I love that.
Also, just to derail for a second, thank you, Raphael, for the donation, and have some good sleep, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Chrysler, Merry Chrysler. Do you guys remember that? Merry Chrysler.
Yep.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh man,
I've heard the saying, but
dude, so it's a Vine. Back when Vine was huge, there was this girl, and she would go Merry Chrysler. And like every time it was like Christmas, it got further and further away from Christmas. Oh, it was great. Those were the golden days before Vine got disappeared.
I was gonna say that's a throwback. I remember sitting and watching 10-minute plus compilations of Vines as a kid.
Oh yeah,
like man,
they were so big back then. Now they're gone.
Yeah,
because now it's TikTok.
Yeah, everybody trashes on the dial-up, but I'm in agreement with Gibson. Like, I think what's sad about it is because Jurassic Park exposed so many people to Dilophosaurus as a dinosaur. Like, that's the reason why the animal is popular. Is because I still think the design is great for what they were doing in the science fiction realm, but everybody just kind of takes those traits from the movie and just puts it on their own thing.
Yeah. No, the Jurassic Park 1 Dilophosaurus design is fantastic. All of the movie 1 designs, actually, I think all of the first trilogy designs are fantastic. Like they had like Crash McCreary, it was one of the lead concept artists for those movies, and he is such an amazing like artist and draftsman and designer, and like all of that stuff bleeds through. Like they had such expert level designers on that stuff. So like yes, it's not accurate, but the designs are just top tier. With the new stuff, like they ruined the Stegosaurus and they messed with the raptors.
The Triceratops is just saggy and elephantine for no reason.
Like when you look at Jurassic Park 2 Stegosaurus compared to the Jurassic World ones, it's like, what are you guys doing? You know, it was just like elegant, beautiful design. Maybe not entirely accurate, but great looking versus the world stuff where it's like, you know.
Where's my camera again? Okay, I'm back. You know, it's something you won't be able to unsee about the Jurassic World Stegosaurus that I realized is the Jurassic World design has lips. It doesn't have a beak. And it looks so cursed.
Pull it up.
Yeah.
Pull up Jurassic World, Jurassic Park comparison.
Jurassic World Stegosaurus. Because I was playing, they used the models from from ILM in Jurassic World Evolution. And when I was zooming in on both the versions, I was like, wait, the World Steg has fleshy lips, and the Jurassic Park Steg has a proper beak.
Fleshy lips sounds really gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a Stegosaurus here.
See if I can find. I guess this works. This is the maquette for the Park Steg. I can kiss you goodnight. Thanks, Lily.
I saw that. I had to grab it.
We can highlight comments.
What?
We can highlight comments.
Yeah, you guys can click and highlight.
I can do. I am chaos incarnate, Ross. I do what I want. You want to see something really cool? I think I can even remove you. Sorry, Dave.
Okay, so what it actually looks like. There's the World Steg. So it actually kind of looks like that maybe during the concept phase, they had like the texture there for a beak, but during the modeling phase, like these actually move like fleshy lips in the game, versus this one that has more of like the beaky front on.
See, I don't like the scaling they did and the skin texture on that. That's so lazy looking to me.
Yeah, it's just strange. It looks like it's got a fungus on its back, like going down.
Ooh, a fungus.
Yeah.
What is that? The Last of Us?
Yeah, The Last of Us. Yeah. Traces chaos effect himself.
Now that I know that I can grab things in here, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh boy. But yeah. I just don't like the philosophy, the design philosophy of the new movies.
Yeah, hopefully Rebirth is a return to form or kind of blends, back into the original trilogy. I'm looking forward to the movie because Gareth Edwards, like I really like his movie, like Godzilla 2014, Rogue One, and the creator really recently did. It's like obviously he is directing chops, and he has really good sensibilities. So hopefully they bring some of those 90s sensibilities back into the movies.
And regardless if the vibe and the stories are off, I know we're going to get some really banger cinematography because already in the few screenshots we've seen like the color grading in the film. And just some of the angles that have been shown have making me much more hopeful than anything that previous series directors did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm hoping for like this comment too. I'm hoping that the Spino kind of takes on the new form. It's funny because Spino Dude and I will have these conversations about the Spinosaurus. I lost my brain for a second. The Spinosaurus, but Spino Dude. And I'll send him pictures every now and then, just like blast him with pictures, kind of like I do on Instagram, Ross. And it'll just be Spinosaurus, different designs. And it's so funny because we like the form, but there's certain things that he loves that I hate and vice versa. So it's always fun to go back and forth.
The new one. Yeah. Yep.
I'm interested to see if the Spinosaurus is even in this new movie and what direction it will take. Because I'm curious, I would be cool with them doing something that leans more scientifically accurate, as long as they explain that this is a new lab created Spinosaurus somehow. Like, I don't want them to just hand wave over the aspect of like, it's just a different design, because that's frustrating when they do that in franchises, when they just hand wave details away. But I don't know, it'd be interesting.
Okay.
What happened?
Chris just messaged me. He said BRB. Yes,
check
something.
I have to go get the chicken out of the oven.
Oh, there we go. He's going to get his chicken. No, but yeah, I agree. And judging by what they said, I think it's like 50 years after Dominion or something.
Wait, how far in the future?
50 years or something like that.
Whoa.
So I'm guessing we're getting a clean slate with dinos and characters and everything. We already know the characters. There's going to be nobody returning, which is good.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on both Fallen Kingdom and Dominion?
Dominion, I like the cinematography. I think the cinematography is more interesting in Dominion from a cosmetic perspective, but it feels kind of superhero-y to me at times. It does, and it felt like it was trying to do too much. Like it was two movies, like two halves of two different movies that were pushed together and trying to like connect with you. The Indoraptor felt like a waste to me. And Dominion, the more I watch that film, I just really can't stand it personally. My camera's been messing up. Anyway, what are your thoughts on those?
When I first saw Fallen Kingdom, I liked it because like when they talked about the cloning and there was a human clone and like all of that kind of stuff, I found that really interesting. But I felt like the Indoraptor was like just a complete rehash of an idea that felt really unnecessary. It would have been way more interesting if it was somehow the surviving twin of the Indominus, you know, if they folded that into the story, but I know they already said it was killed or whatever in the first movie. But I felt like if they were going to rehash this idea, go down that route versus just giving us the same thing, but a different package. But I don't know. I remember enjoying it when I saw it, but not like loving it or anything. Dominion, I just kind of turned my brain off and like enjoyed what I could enjoy because I didn't think it was a great movie at all. But
exactly what Gibson says. It feels like a weird fan film. He says he feels like he doesn't. Yeah, we actually haven't seen it. Like every time I go back, I see scenes pop up. I'm like, yeah, wow, that's part of the timeline technically. No, and I thought of like if I were to rewrite like Fallen Kingdom or something, and I did a whole video on this on my channel where I went through each Jurassic World design and was like tier listing them. But for the Indoraptor, I think it would have been really cool, and it's such low-hanging fruit in my opinion, if they had this whole concept of like the Indoraptor needs a mother to imprint on in the movie or whatever. They should have had an imprint on Maisie, the clone child, and had this interesting dynamic of like they're trying to kill the monster, but you see this softer side to the monster as it's imprinting on a human that's like hyper intelligent. I think they could have played with that in a really interesting way and made it more emotional by the end.
What movie?
Fallen Kingdom with the Indoraptor.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what I had hoped after seeing the first Jurassic World? Remember when Vincent D'Onofrio's character was trying to weaponize and militarize the raptors through engine and stuff like that? Why didn't the third movie become Jurassic World War? Like, why didn't we get militarized raptors in a global conflict?
That would have been way more fun of a rewatch.
Yeah, that happens in the books, doesn't it?
That happens what?
In the books, doesn't it?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh,
but
have you read? Oh, sorry.
It just felt like the natural, like you have this perfect title, Jurassic World, and then like you set up a character to militarize these raptors. You show them with harnesses and being tracked and all these different tasks and a pack leader, kind of all this stuff. Why didn't, and we have dinosaurs, we introduced dinosaurs in the wild. Why didn't we get Jurassic World War? Like one word attack. Like I think that would sell, like that's such a sellable title. And even if it's just nonsense, it's still, we got nonsense anyways. So it's like,
one of my one of my best friend Aiden actually, when he was disappointed with the direction of the trilogy, I obviously won't relinquish any details because he wrote it himself. But he actually wrote like an alternate reality sequel movie to Jurassic World, just as like a fun thing to see where it could go. And I sat down and he read the whole thing to me, and I was like, "This is really cool." And it's playing with the whole war concept that everyone was like questioning about.
Wasn't it the whole premise for them in the first movie that steal the DNA was so that they could do that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Abandoned it. And they just abandoned that plot line, which
that's like 15 years, 20 years. I was 11. That's 20. How old am I? That's 24 years.
How old am I?
Jeez, I'm old.
It's the Jurassic World trilogy feels almost in a way the same as the new Star Wars trilogy, where you had a solid return that was sort of like a redo of the first movie, but for new audiences, and then a weird middle movie that kind of pushes it in a completely different direction, and then a third movie that tries to wrap it all up but completely fumbles.
That makes sense. See, oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, I think this is also the reason why if they're going to do a new trilogy, just stick to a single director, because it's the same thing with Star Wars. Is the middle film had a different director, then the same one comes back and they bookend it, but they have to clean up the air quotes mess from the other one, whenever they do it. But anyway, I digress on that. What were you going to say, Chris?
Oh, I was going to say, like, World was. I'm not Jurassic World. Jurassic World was number 2, right?
Jurassic World was number 4.
Lost World is number 2.
Lost World 2.
Yeah. So that one was really strange. It was so cool. It was really long. It's almost like 3 movies because you have them going to it, you have them having all the problems on it, and they're still in dinosaurs, bringing them back, and then you have the whole Americanized scene where they're in California or whatever. And that was so cool to see. I forgot that was one movie. For some reason, my brain when I was younger, there was 2 movies when they came back to America, and it's so interesting because it's a long movie, but it's cool to see that aspect of the T-Rex going through the yards and stuff. They have to catch it, and the baby T-Rex. I just thought that whole thing was cool. I had a baby T-Rex toy, and it came with the cast for its leg, and it was my favorite. Dude, was
it the blue one?
Yeah, my favorite toy T-Rex. It was insane, like little one. And it's funny because, we have the juvenile T-Rex as well. And it was weird. The other day I was playing with them when I got this thing from Dave, which we're going to do for a Christmas special on Wednesday. Please watch. And I was like, this is, you can see it. I got to hide it. And it was super interesting because I was like, dude, this brings up a memory. I couldn't figure out what it was. And so I typed in juvenile T-Rex and the toy popped up on Google. I was like, okay, I remember this. Brought back all these memories. It was so fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. I remember. Do you guys remember KB Toys as a chain?
Oh, dude, I used to get the best deals from KB Toys.
They had amazing deals, and they kept like all of the old toys from like a decade back, like just on their shelves until they sold out. So I wouldn't have been able to get any Jurassic Park toys because I was just getting into that like in the early 2000s when I was like 3-4 years old. So my parents would take me to KB Toys, and they still had like the Lost World and all the JP3 toys from the late 90s, early 2000s there. So it was really cool.
You guys were born in a generation too late because I got like when I was born, Jurassic Park came out when I was like 3 or 4, something weird. And it was insane to like grow up through that. I remember just the toys coming out and having cool dinosaur toys because there's no cool dinosaur toys before that. So it was super cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. I remember too, one of my favorite things as well is that's how I got all the old Bionicles was KB Toys. They had so many of them.
Dude. Yeah. One of my buddies, he has a bunch of Bionicles. I keep trying to get him to give them to me, so I might have to wrestle them for him.
Ooh, there you go. Then I'll steal them from you.
Oh, man. It's so fun.
Well, I don't know if you guys feel like talking card game stuff for a little bit. Now that we're like 45 minutes in.
Hell yeah.
That would be cool. Yeah, I'll get presenting.
Do you know how to present it?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Nice.
But yeah, we got some cool stuff to share with you guys. If I can. There we go. So I took this again because this was such a cool image you put together, Ross.
Well, it was funny because Ross, he's so conceited. He goes in an email, boom, that's all he said. And this is it. And both Dave and I were just like, that's super cool, Ross. You're so great.
That's awesome.
I didn't know where else to say. Like, I thought it was cool. I feel like it did a good job. Boom, there it is.
Then Ross gets on the stream with the head this big. No.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome. I love the piece of art you chose for the back, and I think the color for the official logo complements it extremely well. It looks so mysterious and like adventurous.
When I saw this, I actually thought it was our design for something we're doing for it with the play, so you know where the cards go. And I was looking, I was like, that's so cool. And I realized it was just a tiling, like a opacity thing for tiling. But this really caught my attention, and it looks so good. And it was such a great way to show the card game, was coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Are you wearing a Christmas sweater?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't show off my dinosaur Christmas sweater. Look.
There's dinosaurs on it? Wait, make yourself big. Make yourself
big.
Go
big.
Get it. There we go.
Whoa.
That's
cool.
fun.
This guy's got a big like pom-pom for his nose. I got this one for like I think it was like $15 at Marshall's a couple years ago.
Wait, how cold is it where you guys are at? Because it's like 80 degrees in Florida right now.
Yes. Alexa, what's the temperature? 62.
Right now it is 20 degrees where I am.
Shut up.
Yeah, no, we're it's all snowy outside and everything.
What?
Yeah, I went out and took a picture in the snow. I'm actually going to show it on stream later.
Wait, did you take the Smilodon out?
No, I didn't take the Smilodon out. I took Yeah. I'll take the Smilodon out tomorrow. How about that?
Okay.
That's so cool.
I want to see that.
Yeah. But I got a cool picture out there. No, but yeah,
you should go out there and with like nothing on but shorts and like hold dinosaurs in the snow.
See, like I was in a full parka and I was struggling out there for like 20 minutes. So
20 degrees?
Yeah,
why did the dinosaurs kill me?
Wait, what?
Jurassic World 3493, Ceratosaurus, East Florida. Okay.
What is a Ceratosaurus?
It's Cerato's gonna kill Ross in JW 3493. All right. Oh, that's funny.
This thing.
Yeah, we're gonna have one for Cyberzoic at some point. It was teased a while ago.
And it's supposed to be blue if that's still the plan.
I'm so excited. That's my favorite again because my computer hates me. Right, I'm back. But no, yeah, we got this awesome ad Ross put together. We showed off on the last stream, but we have a couple new cards we want to show you guys.
I have to go check on the chicken really quick, you guys.
Okay, I'll wait for you, Chris. Chris is making us wait. There he goes. He's the hero we don't deserve. No, yeah, when I was gone for the weekend for the Christmas party, I think it dropped down to like 9 degrees one night.
Oh man.
It was icy. I stayed an extra day with my friend because I'm like, the roads are too treacherous right now.
Yeah, it got down to like in the 30s for like 2 days here, and then it just went right back up. Like it's probably 70 something or so right now, but it was pretty warm today. It was kind of crazy. Let's see. Oh yeah, tomorrow's in the high 70s.
You need to catch an alligator and bring it next time you visit. It was 0.
Dang.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, by the way, Lily, thanks for inviting us to your Christmas party, Lily.
Well, you want to walk from Texas all the way up here, Chris?
Dude, I you know what? Yes.
Yeah. Chris saw my close friend's story.
It was awesome. Yeah. We'll see the cool toys you got. So Ross, oh, never mind. We're talking about cards. We'll get to the toys later. Sorry, guys.
Man,
I went in to pick out the chicken. I came out, my brain was chicken.
Actually, Lily, if it's okay with you, I'm going to share a picture of your shelves on stream because your shelves are awesome.
Well, with all the diorama pieces that she makes?
Yeah, she's got plants all over them. And
it looks so cool.
It's unreal, like her display.
Lily,
goals.
I need to contact you for more plants, please.
Oh, yeah. Wait, is it for that idea that me and you have, Chris?
I'm taking over your bed. I will wrestle you guys out of there. Oh, what, Ross?
I'll get a few more blow-up mattresses next year, Chris. We got to do a Creative Beast Christmas party one year. That'd be really fun.
Dude, we should. We got to get Dave hyped up for it. You know what we'll do? We'll just go visit him. He can't stop us. It's 2 against 1.
We'll just show up. Yeah.
There you go.
Anyways, just to get back onto the card thing, we have some new cards we want to show off to you guys that I picked out that I think are a little Christmas themed, which is cool. But we've already seen this one, but this is the updated current version of Karakamai, the Arctic Dragon. We did some rebalancing stat wise because these apexes were really strong in the game. And then we added a new ability to them. But it's pretty cool. But I thought it would be appropriate to show off Eutyrannus today.
I love that.
Yeah, and these guys, which I think is pretty cool. We have guys that are reacting based off of the environment that they're in when you're playing the game. Which is why we have like the snow.
What I love in this one is the fact that you can see the breath. I think that is such a cool effect.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Shannon Beaumont does some really cool compositions and poses for all of her dinosaurs. But then also, which I know we were which I've at least talked about because people were asking about rare cards and stuff and rare variants and everything. I wanted to show off the rare version of the Eutyrannus that you can find, which I think is super cool. So this is the mythic rarity Frostraven Eutyrannus.
So cool.
And I was really pushing for having these cool like tagline names to really add some more personality to these super rare versions of the dinosaurs that you find. And hopefully we'll be able to get some cool shiny printing on these too, which
we're going to. We got to bother Dave.
Yeah,
Chris, you and I have some homework to do.
Oh, I know, man. It's funny because I've been looking ever since we talked about this. I've been looking different companies, like probably like a couple hours worth of time just looking at what we can get done. There's some really cool stuff that can be done with these cards, so I'm hoping that we can figure out how to do it.
Yeah. But these are basically the way it works is they're both the same card. This is just a rare version of it, same stats and everything on it. But yeah, and then the last one I pulled out today is also Eutyrannus, but it's the fully armored version, the Ice Stalker unit,
or champion,
awesome. Or the champion version. Yeah, that's the class name in the game.
That's such a cool thing. Wait, reduce incoming attacks. Oh, I didn't know that it had a different one.
Yeah, so the champions all have different stats because if you look at the base stats, like the attack and defense, they're like actual Eutyrannus has way lower attack than the fully armored one does when you summon it.
I just noticed too, Ross. Is that a gun on it underneath his body, the harness?
Yes, it is. It's a telescoping chest cannon.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool! I never noticed that. I got to go look at something really quick.
Dude, we need a telescoping chest cannon. I want that.
You know, it's funny. I had with the Carnotaurus armor design, I had a version where it too had a chest cannon, and it was a silly idea, but its tiny arms would somehow operate that cannon so that it had like this chest plate that would completely cover its arms, and you would imagine its little arms activating somehow. It was a silly idea that ended up working, but
it sounds cool.
Yeah.
It would it'd be kind of cool if there was one armor in the future where they trained one of the dinosaurs to like press against its chest to fire or something.
Oh, you got to share this picture, Dave. I just saw this.
Oh yeah, and
so you can really see that gun. That's super, super cool. I didn't realize how cool that was.
This is the concept art with the alternative configuration that's up on the website.
Yeah. So it's changed from this, but you can see the gun on the bottom. Yeah,
a little gun that telescopes out under the chest, which is cool.
That's so cool. I'm so excited for Cyberzoic. It's almost like the people who did this think dinosaurs are cool.
Yeah. So as confirmed by you two guys, we are going to figure out a way to make some of these like metallic or holographic. But for example, this is our normal Eutyrannus, and then this is the mythic rarity one with the pink border and the special like name. We're gonna have like holographic printing on this one. But yeah, so those are the cards we picked out to show you guys. Mainly all of our Eutyrannus cards, but I think it's cool.
They're super cool.
Henry said, hoping it comes to the UK, we'll have the same level of distribution with our cards as we do with our figures. Yeah. We on the Creative Beast website, just buy through there, and eventually we'll have connections and other e-tailer partnerships and things. But yeah, and then the goal is this isn't like, you know, a secondary side project or something. Like, we're really committed to making this a really high quality, highly collectible, enjoyable card game that you can play, collect, and enjoy as any other, you know, quality card game would. You know, like we're really putting a lot of effort into this, and we've been working lately on tons of new artwork that's not from our packaging and not from our concepts to fill out the card game, which is going to be really cool. And because of that, we're going to see new species of prehistoric animals in cards before we ever see them in figures. So
I'm really excited about that
collectability aspect to these cards. It's going to be really a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool because it's going to be like a whole sector of creative beasts for games.
Yep. Oh yeah. No, but it's been super fun to work on, and I'm excited just to start, you know, pulling my wallet out and buying the foil pack.
Well, that's the funny thing, because I'm so interested to go and purchase them and see how it comes out and everything. Because I mean, the hours that we put into this already, I'm just so excited. It's funny because it's always interesting to see the products in hand. And I was reminiscing with the Arctic Dragon, for example, because you see it, you get it in hand, and it's just the thousands and thousands of hours that go into where it is now. It's just wild to me.
Yeah. And also, Chris, I know.
Huh?
Sorry, you go, Swino.
Oh, I go. Okay. No, but you said, Chris, about like the new art pieces we're working on. We already have quite a decent amount of unique art pieces, including a bunch that you made, Ross, and they are really cool, like stuff you guys haven't seen yet. So I'm really excited to actually get this out so people can see all of the unique art pieces that are going to be on a bunch of these.
And I was gonna say, Chris and I, like, we're gonna be managing production on this thing, so we'll be getting the sample cards and stuff. But I think I speak for both of us when we're gonna be wanting to open foil packs ourselves. You know, it's like even though we're gonna have every card we want, it's still that fun experience of opening up the pack and seeing what you get.
See, that's my plan, is to get a sheet of all the cards and like put them on posters on the wall so I can have them for display, because it's going to be like the first run. But then I also want to just buy the cards and have them in boosters and build a deck from buying the booster packs. Because oh man, and then every time I see, I'm going to kick your butt.
I can't wait to play it. Like
I know all the strategies, Chris.
Authentically excited to play this thing. Like, it's not even fun. Like, and I think that's what's been so fun about this is like I said, it's not just like a side project, whatever. You know, it's like full on passion project that we're all working on, that we're all excited for. So.
Well, what I'm super excited for too is a lot of the figures most people can't afford, the larger ones. So it's a lot. That's cool. So it's one of those things where anybody can get these in hand, and they're so much fun. Not only that, but the art is top tier art. Like, we have an artist named John right now, Jonathan, and man, I can't give this guy enough praise. He's doing the environments. He's actually a really good friend of Ross's. That's how I met him. And he had a concept. Ross just gave him a word. And I don't want to go too much into this. Is Ross's story. But what he sent back to us for this card game is insane. Yeah, it's really cool.
Insane.
The artists working on this are the best in the world. And then there's Ross and me. And
yeah, you're not wrong.
But it's going to be cool. It's so fun, and it's fun to see the progression too. But yeah, like Ross was saying, we are looking for a way to get them to be the best possible. So we want them to be holographic. We want to have special things with them. So we're going to do everything we can to make them really cool.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned pricing. We don't have an idea of pricing yet, but we want to stay competitive. It's not going to be crazily priced. It's going to be very reasonable. The whole point is to buy and collect, and buy more. So yeah.
You want to be able to, like, if you're making, I'm imagining people who get into this when they go on creativebeast.com, at least something I would do is buying an expensive figure and then being like, oh, I'll throw like 10 booster packs on to my order and have it come with it.
That would be the fun thing, is to do like little giveaways with the booster card, just like, hey, blah blah blah, we're gonna do a random thing and just send out, or just anything. Yeah, I'm super excited. By the
I'm
way,
willing to invest into like a couple packs just to give away on stream, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and we do have a super exciting thing after the new year that's going to involve all the fans and the card game. Yeah. It's an idea.
Oh yeah. It was like.
Yeah.
So we'll have more to announce, in the new year. But
well, and it's funny, Lily, she's awesome. She's a cheerleader in the thing. Hi, Lily. We want to do a playthrough with Caesar and Spino going through and actually playing the card game. We want to watch it, so it'll be really fun. What we should do is we should all 4 of us build out decks and have like a tournament thing, and whoever wins it gets something cool between the 4 of us.
Yeah, that would be really cool, actually. We should do like a test run stream, then have like a tournament stream.
Yeah,
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking, a Zoic tournament session. That would be really, really cool.
Yeah, well, and then the winner gets to go spend a day with Dave in New Jersey.
And they just show up. He's like, "What are you doing?
What are you, Dave? We made this roll already. We're here."
Yep.
Oh man!
It's like Caesar wins and shows up. He's like, "Who are you?"
Yeah. What did you win? I'd be the first one he calls. Chris, what are you doing? Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Oh man!
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what we have to show you guys today. I'm super excited about it, and some people in chat might actually remember. I think I talked about it on old live streams on the channel, but I had a concept for a dinosaur trading card game that never went anywhere, and I have a bunch of like Word documents I was digging up out of nostalgia recently. But I think like a couple of the abilities for the cards that are in this game are actually I just took from my old idea and inserted it into here. So it's cool seeing like the stuff that I worked on for hours and hours like 10 years ago come to fruition.
Well, that's how the conversation started. I think you said, Chris, this is something I always wanted to do, blah, 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 card game. I was like, well, actually, and it just blew up from there. And then Ross, man, he's been awesome. He's been on board with this whole entire time. And so it just, dude, it's so crazy how things just click. Yep, I like that one too.
Also, David Silva isn't here. He's on Christmas vacation right now. So
yeah, he's doing.
Well, actually, Dave is super busy making sure all the Creative Beast orders get out all right. It's the craziest time of the year with orders, and he is making sure all of those orders are out in time, and so they can enjoy the holidays. And it's a very busy guy.
So busy, yeah.
Very
it's
busy.
Funny because we still bother him. Poor Dave.
Yeah, he needs a break.
Yeah, he does.
He really does. No, but yeah, at some point in the future, if he ever has time, I would love to try to get him on stream over here too to chat, because I had such a good time just talking to him. Like, he's such a knowledge base for the toy industry and everything when I was at Legion Con. I think I sat and talked with him for like an hour straight almost.
Oh, man, so we had to drive to Georgia, and it was like 13 hours, and I talked to him the entire poor day to drive with me. Talked to the entire time. It's Dinosaur. Anything, dude, he's knowledgeable. Not only that, but he can take information and give you a perfect response and how to like assess something, because there's stuff that I want to do, and I was talking to him about it for an IP I want to do in the future. And dude, just like talking to him, you can just fire off ideas, and he has such great responses, man. So yeah, Dave has been, you guys think Dave's cool because of all the stuff he does with Creative Beast. He's just a really cool person. So yeah, being a part of all this is super rewarding for us.
And just to respond to this question quickly, yeah, weekly streams are coming back, but I'm waiting until after I move, because everything is chaotic right now, and I have so much going on. Yeah, right there. But I actually haven't really disclosed it to everybody publicly, but I'm moving across states in May of this coming year. So I'm prepping for that. So that also is attributing to me not being able to post as much on this channel. But as soon as I get set up and everything, give me a couple weeks and I'll get back onto the streaming schedule.
We gotta invite Lily one of these streams.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
One more
I just gotta do more hangout streams like this.
Ross needs some plants too, Lily.
Everyone needs plants.
Lily, we all need plants.
Actually, hold on. Let me pull up a picture of her collection.
Yeah.
Show it
off. I forgot about that.
And also to show off a new dinosaur she got while I was there that we owned.
Oh yeah.
Like, look at this.
That's so cool. Man. I think she has a problem.
Oh, we all do. That's why we're all friends, right?
We have all this stuff behind us.
Yeah. But this guy here, we opened together the How Long Good Argentinosaurus. It's a 5-pound, 1/35th scale dinosaur figure. It's huge. I mean, you can see it next to some of the ceratopsians there.
Jeez, that's 1/35th.
Yeah, but
Man,
she's got all her BOTM and stuff there, and she's got all her plants around. But the pop of green just across the shelves really ties everything together. Like I need to get more too for my new displays when I move.
that looks really, really cool.
Yeah,
That is so cool. More
there's a
plants.
Dilophosaurus. And your Deinonychus is like right to the right of this leaf.
It's not worth taking a photo of, as you can tell.
Show me a figure you made on here, Chris.
Wait, hold on. Am I able to remove him?
Hey, whoa!
I have the power.
Picks me from my own channel.
And this time on Spinal Dude.
Funny.
Oh man. Yep.
See, that's the relationship we all have. We just gotta fire back at each other.
Oh, I'm hurt.
I would totally be down. Like if he just made like scale figures of like David Silva and Ross and Chris Chaotic.
I tried convincing him to let us make like self-insert Cyberzoic characters, and he's like, "Nah, I'm not into that." I just imagine Chris being like this jacked Fire Clan dude.
It got a little bit of belly.
I think it could still work. Like it. Well, we were talking about it last stream because they used David's likeness for what was it, G.I. Joe or
no? It was some type of military figures for McFarlane.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
It was their Call of Duty line, I think, or is it military line?
Military
Yeah,
line.
military.
But I think it could work. Like if you got the scanning technology, like literally just use the facial likeness of certain people and put the armor on top of it. Even if it's just like generic troopers or something, that would be kind of cool.
Well, that's what I think would be really cool to just like scan our faces, and even if they have helmets on them and stuff, so you can't actually see the face, I think that'd be really funny.
Yeah, that would be really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the next character I have to sculpt is a female, so I guess I could work your face into there if you really want it, Chris.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Dave. Listen, I would make a beautiful lady. You know the Snapchat filters? I'll take a picture and send it to you, Ross. We catch Ross with it as his background.
Chris goes from Chris Chaotic to Chris Catfishing.
Chaotic catfishing.
Chaotic cat. It becomes a business, a side business.
The only person I hook is Ross.
Christy Chaotic.
Christy. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that'd be Christy Chaotic. Oh no, Chaotic's funnier. Good job.
Oh, look, they're bringing up Persichetti to harass Chris again.
Man, the Persichetti? I have them right here, actually. Dude, I kid you not. This has become one of my favorite things for some reason. I literally keep them on my desk now.
Does the head actually fit on there or no?
Perfectly, dude. Like you can turn
it. It actually fits the ball peg?
Yeah, man. How do you think I did this?
I thought it was just sitting there.
No, I got sticky tack in there.
Oh, you liar.
I was gonna say, like, you must have a special one because I have both those figures and no way that socket's fitting.
No.
You should play around with the figures and see what random combinations actually fit based off of the ball joint sizes.
Well, that's what I started doing because of these, man. And there are so many fun things you can do. I thought about buying a few parts and like customizing something to be funny and sending it to Dave. I was like, no, he'll get mad at me. He's like, what is this?
He'll say, stop wasting my time, Chris.
Yeah, stop wasting my time. But Dave. Oh man.
I think I was talking to David at Legion Con a bit about like, you know, some random ideas I had, and I was telling him about Bionicles I grew up with, and I was like, it would be so cool if we just had like a Cyberzoic create your own creature kit, and it just came with a bunch of pieces that were designed to be like snapped together and snapped apart, and you know, make your own creature. And he was like, probably not, but that would be pretty cool. I was like.
Well, yeah, Dave's pretty clear about the stuff he likes or wants to do or won't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing, though.
It's really good. It keeps everything very top tier.
Decisions easy because he's like, "This is what I want. This is what we do." You know.
Yep.
And that's why we're, you know, you're getting so good at it at the niche that you're in. You know.
Mm-hmm. I keep trying to give a little sneak peek at what's back there.
Oh yeah.
The 118th Rex will definitely reissue at some point. But I don't know. Like, I think Dave's come up with a plan exactly what we're doing, but I don't know what that plan is. It's coming back in Cyberzoic. So whether it's a straight reissue or it's going to be the next Cyberzoic one, it'll be back at some point, but it may be different. So.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would love a Beast of the Cenozoic Megatherium. That's giant ground sloth. That'd be so cool.
I absolutely love giant ground sloth. I've said this multiple times on our stream. Like, I love the prehistoric mammals more than I do the dinosaurs. So it's like I desperately want us to do more mammals.
Dude, I like things with tongues. So I just saw this giant sloth.
What's this cursed guy you sent me?
The giant sloth.
Hold on. We'll let the chat decide. I'm gonna put this on stream.
Yeah. This thing is so funny. So much better when someone else has to figure out how to do all the screen buttons.
Look at this, that Chris.
Oh, Chris, do I need to pull up your birthday dinner picture?
Do you have it?
At Outback? You know I do.
It's just your screen background. That's awesome.
Glossophyrium. Is that the aquatic ground sloth?
Oh, that's cool. Aquatic?
Yeah, sloths were actually aquatic at one point.
What?
I mean, current sloths are really good swimmers.
With their claws?
They're actually really they have to swim because the rainforest floods seasonally.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought the rainforest flooded every day.
Oh yeah. Thalassospherium. Thalassospherium is not coming up. I got like a dolphin. Calicotherium.
Aquatic. Hold on, aquatic.
The Andrewsarchus pre-order opens up in February, I believe, and it's planned for next year release.
There's Calicotherium.
Oh, dude, they looked cool back then. It's called a Thalassolaconus.
Thalassocnus. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oops. There we go.
Such a weird creature.
Capybara.
Ross, this could be your next creature.
Shut up.
It's built just like you.
Story on that.
That is probably my favorite one from all those because of how similar it is. I gotta get a couple of those. Oh man.
You know what?
You gotta tell the story. No one knows the context of what you're talking about.
So what is the creature's name?
A Moertherium.
Moertherium. Okay, so the Moertherium is such a cool and crazy looking animal, and Ross sculpted it for all the stuff we're doing with the Mesozoic elephants, I guess. Eons, yeah. And when he was sculpting it, the whole time it looked like him to me. I don't know what it was. It's got this goofy. No, it doesn't even look like it, but it looks like him. And he sculpted it, so it's the Ross thing, Rossotherium. It's pretty cool. I gotta have a picture of it somewhere.
This is one I want for Beast of the Cenozoic, the Ambulocetus. This is the early whale relative.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I think they're really cool.
Whoa.
They're like whale crocodiles.
Those animals that got so weird, and I just think they're so cool. Like, it's just like, I don't know. There's something way more interesting about that than a dinosaur, and maybe that's because the dinosaur feels like, I don't know, just a giant lizard. Whereas this, it's so visually like, what is that? That I find more interesting. I don't know. I mean, I love dinosaurs, of course, but
so really quick, really interesting. Your sculpt is the very first image that pops up for the Moertherium.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. Well, it is as accurate as can be given the current data. So.
And it looks just like you.
I just got dinner delivered to me, guys.
I'm gonna look it up now. I want to see. Man, I want dinner delivered.
Yeah, where's our dinner? You don't invite us to your friend's Christmas party. Don't give us dinner. Almost said to Friendsgiving.
See, the real reason is you wouldn't fit in the apartment, Chris.
What is this? An apartment for ants? Oh.
Let's see.
Yeah,
I know. I know. Like my number one request though from Cyberzoic, which I know David has already talked about on stream. He wants to do is I just want a terror bird so bad.
Yeah,
it was such a cool figure to be able to articulate.
The conversation happens often. So.
Yep.
Yep.
That would be cool. I desperately want an Oviraptor. I want an Oviraptor so bad. I already told Dave, like, if we do one, I desperately want to sculpt it. Like, I've always just loved the Oviraptor. I saw some type of dinosaur media when I was a kid. Like, it was like the live action CGI kind of thing of an Oviraptor and like its hunting habits of like, the eggs and all that stuff. I don't know what it was from, but that just fascinated me as a kid.
It has the weird head crest.
Yeah, it does. It has a really unique head shape and it has a distinct beak.
That's cool.
It's just a really interesting looking dinosaur.
I like it. It looks alien.
Yeah. And it's that perfect raw size range, like when it comes to figure, I just like that small.
Well, what's weird is I'm starting to like the littler figures.
There's this really cool art piece from Hank Sharp. I'll put up on stream now. This is of Psittapati. There's an Oviraptor and it's reconstructed with like the fleshy soft tissue on the face.
Yeah, look at how it has like the parrot tongue type of deal inside its mouth. That's cool.
I love that little hatchling. That's really fun.
Yeah, but this has always been like my favorite Oviraptor piece, and mainly because like the adult looks so horrific. Like I want to see a dinosaur horror short with one of these in it. That's just like they're so alien looking.
What do their claws look like? Do they have wings or claws?
Here, I'll get a full body here. Yeah, this should do for now. Oops, that's not the right. There we go.
Whoa, it's like a swan.
Yep.
I bet that thing was super aggressive.
Oh yeah, like there's my favorite YouTube channel I actually watch every weekend. People in chat will probably recognize it, but the Skeleton Crew. It's a group of paleontologists, and they tackle a different species of dinosaur like every week. And the episode they did on Oviraptor, James, who's an expert on Oviraptors and Tyrannosaurs, was talking about them, and he was just like, yeah, Oviraptors would have been one of the most nasty dinosaurs you could have come across, probably, if we're going anything by like bird terms nowadays.
Yeah.
But
this is a really cool. I love emus and I love ostriches, so seeing this just blows my mind. This is super neat.
Right? Now you're seeing why I love these guys so much. Like cool. and in Cyberzoic, they're police. What is this?
Yeah, what is this?
So if you guys do an Oviraptor, I humbly request you do a Gigantoraptor too, which is just...
Is that what Henry just said? Oh, it is.
Yeah. Oviraptor was like, pretty small, not quite as tall as a human. Gigantoraptor, and we have footprints in North America too of another species we haven't found yet that's even bigger than this apparently. But it's in the same lineage, and it was like the size of a big truck. It was huge.
Insane. Like that's huge. I had no idea that it existed.
Yep.
That's cool.
Forbidden ostrich, yeah. Let's see if I can find a picture of like a size chart. I know my keyboard clacks. I guess this. There's Utahraptor in the green. Gigantoraptor is even bigger than Utahraptor.
That's cool. What is the emu looking one? The Epidimus Maximus?
Apiornis? Is that just like a? Is that like an
emu? Ostrich.
Apiornis.
Oh, I can't see with that line.
Oh, I think it's an elephant bird.
And what?
Is it an elephant? Yeah, it's an elephant bird.
That's cool. So it has a trunk?
Sure.
No, it's not a Proboscidean.
Oh, dude, those things are so fun. Oh, this guy looks cool.
Yeah.
Elephant bird. I love his feet. I love thick, stocky feet.
Yeah.
That's cool. Dude, like dodo birds, kiwis. Kiwis are cool to me.
Kiwis taste really good.
Wait, you can eat a kiwi? Oh, you're talking about the fruit.
Yeah.
Technically, you can eat anything. I mean, there's scientists that have eaten like woolly mammoth and stuff. So
That's so good. Didn't they turn it into like a stew?
yeah, well, I think that one may have been a bison or something. I think it was a bison that they turned into a stew. I don't know. Lots of prehistoric mammals have been consumed, which is so weird. But
That's so strange.
That's ugh.
Ugh.
Oh.
But yeah. We're getting into like 1 hour and 20 minutes. Do we want to move into our toys we wanted to show off here?
Yeah.
Let's
see. I'll start with you guys actually. See, let me grab Chris's picture.
Heck yeah.
All right, so to show off some things we got recently.
Yeah. Dude, it's funny. So I got this for such a great deal. It's like on Facebook Marketplace for $97. And I guess it was $100 altogether I paid. But it's so cool. And I wanted it. And it was funny because Ross has this figure that he doesn't really want. He's like, why'd you buy it? I have one. Like, oh, but yeah, dude, he's super sweet, man. He comes with these flipper fins, so he gets in flight mode. His mouth opens super easy. This is a really cool figure, but I really like his body, and I like putting him in this pose, kind of like Blastoise, just like slanted over. So what I think I might do is I might actually buy yours, Ross, and then sculpt some cannons on his back, and then turn it into like shorten his tail and make him into like a Blastoise.
Yeah,
how cool
that is such a cool realization of Gamera.
Dude, for Godzilla Earth.
What?
I'll trade for your Godzilla Earth.
No way, dude. That thing, I looked up how much it's going for. I can't find one under $400.
Yeah, I regret selling mine.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. That's super cool. What did you guys think of the, I assume you guys watched the Netflix, the new version of Gamera?
I
really loved it. I really loved it. I thought, like, I don't know. At first, I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it. I'm not a huge anime person, but it just I don't know. It hit me. Like, it had a lot of heart, and it just took me back to feeling like a little kid hanging out with my friends, and like the brotherhood that develops when you're that young of a kid. It just, like middle school, late elementary, and then it was just cool kaiju designs, cool action. Like, it was just really great. I really thought it was good. Surprisingly, they did a good job with it.
I need to watch it.
What'd you think?
I have like some mixed feelings on it. I think it's because I didn't grow up with Gamera. Like, I literally watched that show immediately after watching, like, what is it, the Heisei era movies, the one with Iris and stuff. Yeah, which I really liked those. Those are really good. But I think it's also, and I'm the same way with a lot of kaiju stuff, just in anime form in general. It doesn't capture the size of the monsters for me, or the impact of it quite as much. Like, I also really like Pacific Rim: The Black, the first season of that.
I loved it.
Second one.
Oh,
but
dude, you didn't like
the action scenes didn't. No, I haven't seen. I need to, but the action scenes didn't grab me because I feel like the size of the kaiju wasn't captured well enough in that animation format.
Yeah. Well, have you watched the Showa era Gamera movies?
I saw. Which one was it? Lily's in chat. She knows which one I watched. I forgot. It's one with. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up my letterbox. It's on there.
Later, Henry.
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler.
Is it the one with like the one that shoots like rainbows? Is it the one that's like a big squid?
Wait, there's one that shoots rainbows?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Jiger.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like, if you haven't seen all the Showa movies, there's a part of the new anime that you can't really appreciate, and that is like Gamera was always supposed to be like the champion of kids, like protector of them, and then also like it's been more about the children, and like he feeds off of that like energy or whatever, that mana, and I feel like the anime just did a really good job with that, just like tying it all together to the roots of the franchise. And I don't know, I think I want to rewatch it because it's been too long since I've watched it. But
I think your brain's getting sleepy. I need to go and watch this so bad. I haven't seen it. This guy is so cool.
Yeah, so this guy came in like I guess it's a Christmas present to myself. And he's pretty cool. When I first opened him, I didn't really like him. I was kind of disappointed. It's starting to grow on me, but I'm trying to figure out what I don't like about it.
I like
the
that.
SH one, right?
That I like the articulation is really nice, and the sculpt is good. I think that just some of the paint bothers me, and then I think the design from the movie is what bothers me. Like the thick neck feels weird, given that he's so skinny everywhere else. But he's a really cool figure.
Where did you get that Mechagodzilla head?
That is from the SDCC exclusive Kong set. I actually bought that at SDCC when I was there with Dave for Creative Beast.
That's cool.
You can get it on Amazon still, like for regular price. So, yeah.
That's awesome. I'm very curious. I'm keeping my tabs on the Ohio Toys version coming out to see how it looks. I'm honestly waiting because it's in my pile of loot right now, Big Bad, but I have the supercharged version of the Blue Godzilla from this movie from Haya, and I'm waiting to see if they do a supercharged pink version because I love synthwave colors, like cyberpunky vibes. So I'm like, if I get both the supercharged ones, blue and pink, next to each other with beams, that would be super cool.
You know what I really like is the Bandai Spirit Godzilla that they did. They don't move their statues. We saw them at that Japanese store in Manhattan.
Yes.
They look incredible. I'm gonna have to get all of them.
Those statues make this Godzilla evolved look so much better. Like I wish something was lost between like how that statue came out and how this figure came out in terms of like the design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got, Spino.
Yeah, let me get over here.
My hand keeps falling off.
So thank you to Lily for these, but I got these Jurassic Park Transformers set.
Nice.
Which is really cool.
Really cool.
They are really cool. I mean, the T-Rex, like, engineering wise, is very impressive. How like you pretty much get an almost perfectly like sealed up T-Rex. I mean, when you start articulating it, you'll see some of the robotic bits underneath.
Right.
The way they do all the pieces is really cool, and then you get a robot form. But this guy is definitely my favorite of the pair. Just it's so unmistakable with the green with the red striping that it's the Ford Explorer from the first movie. I think it's just cool. You have a Transformer with that pattern on it. That's really cool. I also got this guy recently. This is from a brand How Long Good that I've been interested in lately. It's their 1/35th scale Majungasaurus. Majunga, yeah. And we don't really get many good figures of Majungasaurus, so I was like, I gotta get that one. And it's a really good representation of the genus.
That's cool.
I'd love an articulated one from BOTM one day because it's so tubular. I think it would be fun to pose around. And I got this guy, the PNSO Lokiceratops, which very interestingly enough, Lokiceratops was like just described in summer of this year, and this figure just came out like 2 months ago. So I was like, how they got this out so quickly compared to when the animal was announced. And come to find out, like before the paper was even published, the paleontologist working on it reached out to the company and was like, I want you to make a model of this to release like by Christmas time this year. And it even has, like, if you look at the horns on top, the horns are asymmetrical, which was in the frill of the fossil they found, which is
nice.
Cool. So I was like, that's a neat like fossil figure based directly off of the particular specimen.
He only has 3 legs.
No, he's got 2. I mean 4. He's another one behind here. You can't see.
Sure.
Yeah,
that's cool.
You can see the shadow of it.
Yeah. So that's what I've gotten since last time. But these are definitely
cool.
the highlight for me. I've had these on my list for a while.
That's so neat. Yeah, after you showed me, I was like, okay, I want these. I really want the Dilophosaurus one too.
Yeah, me too. And even that one comes with like the Jeep, and the robot form comes with like a Barbasol can you can put in.
That's really cool.
But, yeah. That's everything we got. I guess I'll give it like 5 more minutes if anyone has any last comments or questions they want to throw in here before we start wrapping up.
To answer this one, the next time I'm in Texas, which is
Who knows?
I don't know. It's not going to be summer this year because we're not doing Comic Palooza.
Oh, you're not doing Comic Palooza this year?
It's a conflicting with our Joe Fest.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's the same weekend as Joe Fest, which kind of sucks, but and Joe Fest takes priority. We do much better there. And,
and it's so fun, man. Last year we saw Seth Green, and it's just really cool stuff. Our friends, Skeletron's going to be there, Ben and Mark, and they're awesome. So it's going to be fun. And Corey's going to be there. If I see Corey, dude, I'm going to pick him up and spin him around. It's a good time, man. We had the best time, so I don't want to miss that.
Mm-hmm. Joe Fest was a lot of fun. I'm excited for it again.
What is that? Miragaeus?
Miragaia.
Miragaia. What is that?
It's another stegosaur.
Oh, sorry. If I can't pronounce it or I don't know the name,
then you're just Chris.
Yeah, I'm just Chris. This is normal.
So I doubt there's anything else you guys can say on that, or if it's even being worked on right now.
There's so much stuff going on. It's hard to even say. But hey, can't Stegosaurus and Kintrosaurus being enough for now?
Mm-hmm.
Miragaia is like the cool one.
They're all cool.
Cool. It's funny because every time I do one, I do a preview on one, it becomes my favorite. It's insane. And a lot of these I didn't even know about. It's fun because we do like the less known dinosaurs. I didn't know about any. I remember talking to Ross the first time I met him at PowerCon, and I even asked, I was like, how do you know all these names? He's like, oh, you'll figure it out. You'll learn right over time. And it's true, you learn, but there's so many nuances to what we're doing with all the little guys. It's really cool to look at them and like find out the scientific research, because anytime I do a preview, I like to look at the Wikipedia page on them and figure out like information and background about them, just because I'm interested in the dinosaur. So it's really fun to see all the cool stuff we're working on.
Oh yeah.
The Ceratosaurus is definitely coming, but nothing more to say on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know how we'd talk about the sculpt. Like, we just, when they're ready to show it, they'll show it. But
I will say, like on my workbench right now is articulating the Pachycephalosaurus,
and it looks really cool. Really cool.
So a little behind the scenes info there. So that guy's coming along, and I'm working out an interesting system because it's pretty small, so we're limited in how the cuts can be made, or stuff like that. But I'm working out a system that you can have the neck articulated in a way where its spine becomes straightened, for that ripping effect. So it's going to be really cool.
It's going to be super cool. I'm going to be throwing that thing in the wall, trying to test out its strength with its head.
We should make a special version for Chris that has like a trigger between the legs. You push it and the head just like fires out like a bullet.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta throw dinosaurs at shows, so I'm just gonna take that one and start launching it. It's like a Nerf football, just
yeah. That's great.
No.
All right, about 1 minute left, guys. If anyone wants to get anything else in here.
That's a good one. Oh wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What colors? I don't think, like, judging on last stream with what David said about the Kentrosaurus, I don't even think he knows the colors for the other ones yet. Probably he's probably still deciding.
Mm-hmm.
Some we know, some we don't.
Yeah.
What is T-Rex on Spotify, Dave?
Oh my gosh, they're bringing up a part of my dark history here. So I wrote this like parody like song thing. Okay. Oh, and my Transformers fell over. I wrote this parody song thing called T-Rex about a T-Rex, and I like wrote it in one sitting and recorded it, and it like took off. And I posted it on like the secret YouTube channel like years ago on the side, and people are adding it to their playlists. And every time I do a stream or whatever, I always get people who are like, "When are you releasing the song on Spotify?"
I think we should close out the stream with playing this song.
Yeah.
No. Oh no. No.
All right, Chris. All right, kick Spino out. Pull up the song.
He starts panicking. What have you done?
It's one of those things where I'm like, it was funny back then, and now I'm just like embarrassed by it.
Oh man!
Somebody drop a link to it in chat so I can watch it afterwards.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll drop a link to it. Oh, 2 years ago. It wasn't even as long ago as I thought.
It was very recent, David.
It was very recent.
Was recent history.
Oh my gosh.
Someone asked about the Eons elephants. You'll have to reach out to Eons and ask them for any updates. We don't really know anything since it's their project.
Mm-hmm. I like this one.
Just put it back him now. I'm embarrassed. Welcome to my degree.
Oh man, there's a funny story about like things that embarrass you for the rest of your life. When I was in high school, we had a band called Forgotten Heroes, and I didn't know how to play the drums. And in like 3 weeks, I taught myself how to play the drums, and I didn't know about like speed or anything like that. So we had an actual concert at a place called the Upper Room Coffee House, and my friend Mitchell LeBlanc, Corey Yurcon, and I think Max Bevelar were in it with us, and they all knew how to play their instruments. And so I get on the drums, and I'm like, if I play super fast, it'll sound way better, right, in my head. So I'm on the drums, just going for like 5 minutes straight. It was horrible. But anytime I think about that, I get super embarrassed. I'll be at the gym or I'll be driving and I'll get a panic attack like, I wonder if anybody remembers this. Oh, it's horrible. It's so bad.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That's
dark
funny.
past. Mm-hmm.
My gosh.
Good times.
Well.
Yeah. Well.
I think that's all she wrote, fellas.
No, it's good.
But thank you guys for joining me again.
Oh, yeah,
it was super fun. And I hope everybody has a great Christmas. And I mean, we'll definitely get these guys back at some point. But if you want just more of the Creative Beast crew talking, they do a monthly stream on the Creative Beast YouTube channel that I moderate the comments on. So, one of these days, I'll tell you what. If we get like, hold on. Let me look at what the likes are at. If this is at like 100 likes or over, then I will play the song. No, it's only 29 likes. No song.
Everybody like it.
Oh, I gotta try to flex that YouTuber muscle a little bit to try to get something out of them.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. All right. But thank you guys for joining again. And Merry Christmas, everyone. And Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.